This is fantastic news that I have for you. Britain's first ever pedestrian fast and slow lanes have opened in the city center of Liverpool, following research which says 47% of England finds slow walking the most annoying aspect of shopping out on the street. This is starting on St. John Street. Fast walking lanes will allow users to speed through the crowds while looking at the different stores that are there in the Liverpool One shopping center, I guess. And the research was conducted by Argos, and it revealed that shoppers hate battling through crowds. They hate people chatting in the middle of the street. They don't like the pavement hoggers, etc. And the idea of fast lanes is far more appealing to young shoppers than to old shoppers. Almost 70% of those 16 to 24 said they like the idea of a walking fast lane. Only 37% of those over age 55 like the shopping fast lane. I absolutely love this. I generally walk, I guess, pretty fast, and I'll be sort of weaving through people, but somehow I always end up behind someone who just can't walk straight ahead. They're sort of angling to one side, and I'll initially think I'll get around them on one side. And as I approach them and the angles start to cut, I'll think of going around them the other side, and it becomes impossible. And I end up taking like these baby steps right behind them, unable to get around. They're oblivious to the fact that I'm there. And it's really very annoying. And in New York and Boston, it's a little bit less of a problem since people just generally tend to walk faster. But also those cities have a lot of tourists. And I once witnessed in New York City 2 tourists standing not just on the side of the sidewalk, not just in the middle of the sidewalk, not just in a subway station off to the side, rather on the staircase exiting a subway station, blocking the entire stairway. If you consider how many people every minute are walking up and down those stairs, you can quickly imagine the screaming that ensued after 10 seconds of these tourists blocking the staircase exiting the subway. And the most amazing part is that the 2 tourists never noticed that the crowd of 20, 30 people that was building were all yelling at them, ultimately just deciding to get off the stairs and go about their tourist ways. And I like living in cities with tourists because it does add so much, but the walking is so annoying. And one strategy I've worked on that works a little bit is as you're approaching, make sure that your feet make some noise. So I'll sometimes like drag my shoe on the pavement and it'll make a noise. So the person in front of me will turn, realize there's someone coming, and usually make a clear move to one side or the other to let you pass. You can also cough. That's another way that you can make someone aware that you're coming up behind them and avoid the sort of, there should be a name for it, like the baby step scuffle. I don't know really. Shuffle maybe is a better term. I don't know what to call it, but yes, I love this idea, and I think it would be great to have in American cities. Of course, older cities like Boston and New York have such narrow sidewalks in many neighborhoods that I don't know that there's even room for that, but not that Liverpool is that new of a city either, and it seems that they're able to figure it out. I love it. Send me your tips for getting around slow walkers on the sidewalk.